Hello, welcome back to another anime art video. My name is Dennis and I'm a beginner artist, and in today's video I'm going to be drawing Krillin. Look, I know I'm starting to like recycle characters that I've already drawn previously, but like obviously that's going to happen when you're watching like a show all the way through, because you can't always get like random characters, or like the show doesn't always show you somebody new. Sometimes it shows you everybody that you've already seen before, and then you just have to draw somebody. I just decided to draw Krillin because Krillin is, he's in his bandages, he's doing his thing, and everybody was in bandages except for like Yajirobe, and he was complaining about how, like, how much pain he's in when he like barely has any damage done to him. Yeah, he took a punch and I think a kick from Vegeta, but like that compared to like what everybody else went through is like, not even really a thing. But this episode, Gohan wanted to go to Namek in order to be there for when Piccolo got back or whatever. And it's kind of weird to me, right? Like, think about this, okay? Goku, people say that Goku's not a good father, right? And yeah, I can understand where they're coming from when they make those remarks, but what I don't understand is Gohan only spent 6 months with Piccolo, right? I understand Gohan has been sheltered up till now, right? Like, we know that th- Goku would be out training, and the reason why he probably like hasn't really had like a, you can't blame Goku for that. Like, you can't blame Goku for him and his son not like sharing bonding time because his mother won't let him. Legitimately, like, that's the whole reason. Like, his mother won't let him do anything but study. That's literally, like, that's what it is. So when people are like, oh, Goku's not a good father, like, don't put that on Goku. Like, his mother has just as much to blame as Goku does, because whenever Goku has a chance to have his son go training with him, Goku tries to do it. But what happens? Chi Chi says, no, Gohan's not allowed to go. Has to study. Gohan has to do this. Gohan has to do that, right? Like, even when Gohan wanted to go to to Namek, she said, no, you have to study, blah blah blah. And Goku wasn't even going, right? Like, they didn't say Goku was going. They didn't even know enemies were going to be there. So as far as they were concerned, it was just going to be an easy trip. So she won't let him go on like an easy adventure. She won't let Gohan go train with Goku. She won't let Gohan go really anywhere, right? Like, yeah, at the beginning of the show, they showed him like on like a log, right? And then him falling. But we know that he has like, he studies, and then maybe he gets like a break, a short break. So he went outside and he like played around for a little bit. But like, that's rare. She normally doesn't let that, like it's not like big that she does that for him. So Piccolo, yeah, 6 months he had Piccolo training with him, right? 6 months. That's more time that he spent with Piccolo directly without having to be in a room just studying, right? Like, if he didn't have to study all the time and Chi Chi didn't make him just do that 24/7, he would probably be training with his dad. His dad will let him train like all the time. His dad will take him on adventures and this, that, and the third. That's why it was such a big thing that Goku was able to take Gohan to meet his old friends. That was like the first time that Goku was able to do that. And that was also the first time that the friends have actually met Gohan, because normally Gohan is studying. So you can't fully blame Goku for the Piccolo being the father figure if Piccolo was the closest thing that Gohan had, because Gohan was so sheltered by his mother. And we know how Goku is. Goku doesn't like confrontation with Chi-Chi. Like whenever Chi-Chi says something, like Goku like pretty much goes with it because he doesn't want to have to deal with it, right? Except for like that one time where she told him that he can't go training with Whis, and he just decided to, power his way through. She grabbed hold of him and he just like ran to Whis while Whis was teleporting. Like, but most of the time he just listens to what she says. So you can't really like blame him for his like not being, you know, around his son that often, because his mother won't let go. Like, imagine Goku tries to go in the room while Gohan is studying, right? Chi Chi would probably tell him, leave him alone, he needs to study. Not even probably, she would tell him that, because she says that now in every situation. She's like, oh, you can't go in this trip because you have to study. You can't go to this person's house. You have to study. You can't go training. You can't go save the earth because you have to study. I don't want my son to be a delinquent, right? And when he told her to shut up, she's like, oh, my son's turning into a delinquent, right? Like, like that's the type of mother she is, like very sheltered. She shelters him. And that's why Goku like doesn't really like quote unquote stand a chance when it comes to being a father figure, because Piccolo doesn't care what Chi-Chi thinks. Piccolo doesn't care. So if they were like, "Oh, you can't take Gohan to go training because Chi-Chi will get mad," Goku would care, but Piccolo doesn't. So he just grabbed him up and took him to go train. Goku can't, like Goku doesn't do that. Goku can't do that, Cuz at the end of the day, he has to go home, right? So, yeah. But let's get into this. Okay, I am finished with this picture of Krillin. I think the picture came out really well. I think all the characters that I don't like, honestly, Chi Chi kind of aggravates me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I would prefer, like, it's weird, right? Like, her personality, like, where she is compared to what she, like, would be, well, would have been, right? And what I mean when I'm saying this, think about it. When we ran into her, right? She's the Oxman. She's his daughter. She was a fighter, right? She liked Goku. They claimed that they were going to get married. When we see her again, she had trained in order to see Goku again. She sees Goku. He doesn't know who she is. Then they fight. She's fighting, right? She's literally a fighter. Her family is a family of fighters. So she fights. He knocks her out the stage, with a gust of wind from one of his punches. Blast her back. She hits her head, whatever. And then she says, "Oh, I thought you'd marry me. You said you'd marry me." Blah blah blah. Right? That's fine. But why did she completely go like a 180 to like Goku is a fighter. She knows Goku's a fighter. She was a fighter. Her dad was a fighter. Why would she completely go like 180 to my son's not going to be a fighter. He's going to study. Like what, like why, what's the point in that, right? Cuz it's weird to me, you know? Like you fought and you're not a delinquent, right? Like I'm pretty sure she doesn't think that she's the delinquent, right? If she's referring to Goku, that's fine because Goku literally grew up in the forest and so his like understanding of different things is skewed. But for you to be like, "Oh, you can't be generally smart. You have to be a genius in order to not be a delinquent." And then you can't fight or else you're naturally a delinquent. I don't think that like it makes no sense that like fighting would be like the thing that would make you a delinquent to her. When she fought, her dad fought, Goku fought. Goku's a little bit more understandable. Krillin fights, Yamcha fights, Tien, Chatsu really don't count. But all these people fight around her, and none of these people are like really delinquents. Like they all like have like an actual thing that they can do, and they're actually all intelligent. But like being a delinquent, I don't know. Like they make it seem like sorry. They make it seem like all these guys are just fighting like random people on the street. Like, like vandalism, this, that, and the third. Like it's like weird to me. Because if we're saving the world, how am I delinquent for saving the world? Out of everything that you can do, like I don't think saving the world will make you a delinquent, and I don't know why that's like a thing for her. But that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. If you didn't, let me know what I can do in the comment sections to make it better for you to watch next time. The glove is off. Peace, love. Thanks for watching.